I am so excited. I have been dying to see her. This is the Pumpkin Witch from Distortions. Howdy friends, it's Frightman, and I am here with this big old box, and this big old box here is from Distortions. Now if you don't know about Distortions, Distortions is a top quality name brand producer of haunted house props. So there's a lot of guys that do a lot of animatronics, but there's some top tier guys, and Distortions is on that top tier. I have ordered 3 items from Distortions for my Halloween 2025 display. This is the first one to come in. They are built to order and then they are shipped out to you as they are complete. So as I mentioned, I've ordered 3 items from Distortions, and I'm not going to tell you what the other ones are. You'll have to wait and see what they are when the video is released. But this first one being the Pumpkin Witch, I'm pretty excited about her. I don't think I've actually ever seen her in a haunted house, and I just love the way that she looks. If you're not familiar with her, she's a witch and she has a pumpkin face. So today is a Sunday, and she actually came in yesterday, but I had some other videos that I was working on that I had to complete before I could open her up. And I'm super excited because I know she's going to be all of that and a bag of chips. And again, it's my first Distortions to own. And I know they're also, from what I've seen in videos, they're pretty easy to put together. So there's, you have to watch out for that stand. That stand will get you pretty good. So the first thing to come out of that box is the stand. And now this is not like the Home Depot or the Spirit Halloween stand. This thing is heavy. So obviously she's got her stand. So we're going to go ahead and put that on the ground here. And let's see what's next. So I think she only actually has 2 pieces, but I could be wrong. I don't even know that there's a lot of instructions. I think it's just kind of stick the legs on the pole, drop the body down in, and see what she looks like. So, the top part of the body is in a big old plastic bag, and it's heavy. She's quite heavy. I'm gonna lay her top piece over here. There is a piece of cardboard here, and I'm not sure what this would be. So, it's in a box and it's taped up. So let me find out what's in here. She doesn't have any electrical connections, so it can't be anything electrical. I have to get my scissors here to open this up. Oh, there we go. So what could this be? This is okay, so it's some accessories, some gauze, and actually she does have a light. So I did not even realize that she did have a light, but she does have a light. How interesting. Now that even makes it more exciting. I did not realize that she had any light up parts. So we're going to put these aside over here off camera for a second. We'll come back to that. And so I need to try to get her legs and her waist out of this box. There are some instructions that have also come into the box, and I doubt it's really going to say much. It says, connect the legs of the Pumpkin Witch body. Okay, that makes sense. Put the Pumpkin Witch on the stand and laying her down, and then put the stand on the Pumpkin Witch. Okay, so let me see if that's really necessary. I didn't plan to assemble her laying down, but we are going to try to do it standing up. And if that looks like a really bad idea, then I will lay her down. So here she goes. The stand, you cannot see. I'll try to put the stand here. Let's put the stand on this little step stool here. So hopefully you can see this. And I believe that the front part, or the heavy part of the stand, is probably going to go to the front because that's where all of her weight is. Okay. Now this is a half body prop. So you can see her legs here. Half body meaning she doesn't have a full back, right? So she only has half of the body. Couple reasons. Hey, this is pretty heavy. Foam is actually not as light as I would think it is. So it's pretty heavy. This does a few things. First of all, it's cheaper to produce, right? It's only half the body. It's cheaper to ship. It's half the weight. All of that is good for me, the consumer. And as long as you are putting it against a wall or in a corner or something like that, where people walk around it or walk in front of it, they're never going to notice the difference, right? So they will never know, and it just kind of makes sense, really, that you don't need the full body. Why would you do the full body? So they do say to lay her down, and I don't know why they want us to lay her down, because it feels like these are going to drop on just fine. Yeah, so when I look at her legs, wow. It's not like looking at a Spirit Halloween prop. This is really interesting. I feel like this is some kind of way they're taking latex and they're filling it up with this foam, and then it's a flat back. I don't know how this works. Very interesting. And then they're putting PVC inside of the foam to hold up the legs here. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the details of trying to figure out. That's for Distortions to know. But it's kind of interesting just looking at the difference between this and what you would see like on a Spirit Halloween or Home Depot prop. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and lay this on the ground now before I try to go and put her top portion on. And I will give you some close-ups shortly on the legs. As soon as we get it all set up, we'll do some close-ups with the camera. And I'm going to move this box out of the way here so we have plenty of room to work with. Okay, so that's step one. Now, let's see what step two is. Okay, so I'm ready to try to put her top on, and I did take a minute to go and read the instructions on the light. Because the light said that you need to charge it. So the light that we were looking at earlier, it's actually rechargeable, which is interesting. And it's good and it's bad. It's good in the sense that it doesn't need electrical power, and it's bad in the sense that you have to keep charging it. But I guess you can leave it plugged into a USB. So if you wanted it to be plugged, you could. Okay, so this is a little bit more tricky with one person because she has this, oh, she is so evil. I love her. Okay, it's a little bit more tricky because she has all of this dress, but I think I have figured out the way to do it. We're going to hold her dress way up, and then we're going to come here and slide those right into her. She is wicked. She's everything I hope she would be. Oh, yeah. And the light goes in her pumpkin, so I didn't actually realize that her pumpkin itself lights up, but that's super cool. So I love this. It's got PVC inside of her body as well that's just sliding into the PVC that's into the legs form here. I just need to get it to go down a little bit, and we will be done with the assembly. It's that easy. There we go. Okay, that side's down, and I think we're in. Let me make sure we're in all the way. We are. Let's see, are we in? Yeah, we're in all the way. So we're going to go ahead and fix this young lady up a little bit here. And straighten up a little bit of her clothing. Now she did have a separate little headpiece there. So we're going to take a look at that. That's just going to go over her head here. And then the light and the pumpkin goes in. Okay, so there's a hook inside of this pumpkin here. There's a little hook that we can put the light in there. And then I guess it's going to show through. It's going to show down. Now I do know that their props have wire armatures. So I am able to go ahead and lightly bend this up. I can bring her hand up a little bit like this so it's holding that pumpkin, and I think we'll do the same thing over here. I don't know what her final position will be, but at least for now we'll give her a little bit of liveness by putting her hands out here. Let's see, let me take a look. It's kind of hard to do it from the back and know what she looks like. She is wicked. Hopefully all of her wickedness is coming across the camera as much as I can see it, but yeah, she is a wicked one. Okay, let's see what she looks like now. She kind of got that little hunch thing going over. She got a little breast action there, and now we are going to go ahead and take some of this creepy cloth here that they gave us and use a little bit of that. I don't know if I want to put that over the shoulder, over the head. I'm not quite sure. Over the arms. I'm not sure what their recommendation is. I'm curious. Like, I want to go and have a look at their website and kind of see how they did it. For me, I feel like since they gave me multiple pieces of this, I feel like they're suggesting that you just drape it all over her particular clothing like this. Is going to be my guess how they're going to suggest to do it. I think that's the way that it would look the best. However, that's what I'm going to start off with, and then I am going to go ahead and pop out and look at their website and see what they did with it. So let me go do that, and then I'm curious to see how close I got to how they think she should be. Okay, so yeah, I did take a look and I am on the right track. So let me just take a look at what we did. So yes, I'm correct that part of it is just going to be kind of wearing like a shawl, which is what we've got right now. And then the other one, they're basically using kind of almost like a sash for a belt. So I'm going to put that on just to see how it looks and go ahead and give that a shot and see. So I think, you know, you can kind of do whatever you want to do, but we're going to do that. So it's pretty interesting seeing this lady in person, and her eyes are creepy. She is one creepy character. So my first Distortions, I am pretty excited. I'm pretty happy looking at all the details. She has all of these wonderful, gnarly, bumps on her legs. Her hands are extremely intricate. So I am going to give you just a close-up on some of this in a minute so you can understand the excitement compared to what I'm used to seeing from the type of things that I buy at the retail level. This is definitely extremely different. Let's go ahead and get this sash on her. She's a little thing though. I thought she might be a little bit taller than what she is, but she's actually a pretty short little old witch, which doesn't really, I guess, surprise me, because as you get older, you tend to get shorter, and she does look to be a bit on the old side. So they kind of have it tied around as a sash, and I don't know if I'm going to actually do this or not. I'm going to start with it and see what I think, but I can't say I'm going to be a big fan of this. I kind of just like it being open. I don't like it. I don't. I like it more as the sash over her shoulders here. So that's what I'm going to do with this second piece. I might look at the pictures again to see if I got any of that wrong, because I kind of like the way that it looked in the picture, but I don't like the way that it's looking for me here. So let me just do this again. I don't even know if I want to put this piece on right now, but let's give it a shot. Okay, Pumpkin Witch. I almost feel like I want to put some on her head like that. I kind of like that. I mean, there's probably no right or wrong way, right? It's whatever excites you and turns you on. And I kind of like it like this. I think I'm going to leave it like that. I'm going to leave it like that for now. And then if I decide to change it later. So now our next step is going to be this light for her pumpkin. So I had it charged just a little bit, so it may go out on me, but we're going to try. So this is the light. There's a little hook. It's rechargeable. If you wanted to, I guess you could actually plug it in, but we're going to use it from a recharging standpoint. It has 3 modes. So when I click on it, the first mode is kind of this flickering flame type of mode. The second mode is going to be just a solid on, and the third mode, it goes bright and it goes dim. We're going to try this flickering flame. So it says there is a hook up in here, and there's a piece of wire. So they're basically saying you're going to take this and we are going to slide this up inside of here and get this light around this hook. Let's take a look at her underneath some colors. So basically this is an orange. There she is with a red. The red does definitely not do anything for her.
This is her with no lights on at all. So that is a really soft green touch to her. So for me, this blue is what really brings her out, brings that head out nicely and allows you to still see that pumpkin. But now let me let you take a closer look at her. She is pretty wicked. So we'll go ahead and show you this with regular lighting just so you can get a better look, a little bit more clarity here with the regular lighting. But yeah, those feet and those legs are a mess. So that is our pumpkin witch from Distortions, my very first Distortions prop. I have 2 more coming. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep with her hanging over my bed tonight, but we're going to give it a try. I hope you enjoy meeting the pumpkin witch, and until next time, stay spooky, my friends.